One more close na yaar.
मोनेटाइजेशन के लिए बाद में हाँ
आप आ रहे हो?
हाँ
यहाँ पे आ रहे
अब आ रही हूँ हाँ
Correct. So we are live, and yes, we are creating our reality. We wanted to come live today,
yes
and there were some technical glitches, but yet we are able to be here today. So the topic is very beautiful. It is creating your own reality. How many of you think that you can create your own reality? I'm sure many of you will say, "No, that is not possible." So, um, yes, Rituraj. It will start live. I am in between, so just allow me to do it, okay? Yeah, it will come. Wait for some time. Yeah? Okay. Thank you. Bye. So sorry, friends. We had a lot of interruptions, and yes, we are very happy to bring this topic to you, which is very close to my heart. So it is, creating your own reality. And I have somebody very beautiful here. Her name is Shravya Kumar, and she is a hypnotherapist and many, many more. But of course, here to help people to come out of their issues. So, well, over to you, Shravya. Can you share with the audience? Um,
I think people are
you know, uh, yes.
So, hi everyone, my name is Shravya Kumar and I am a psychologist, I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm a tarot and angel card reader, I am a metaphor analyst, I am a relationship and premarital counselor, I'm an access bars practitioner, and basically, in a nutshell, I'm a mental health practitioner, and just tarot and angel card reading is what I have been doing since the past 11 years. This is my 11th year of doing now, but yeah, in the mental health field for a long time now, and more of a hypnotherapist because hypnotherapy has changed my life completely. So that is why I like to introduce myself as a hypnotherapist more than any other modality.
Hey, I always find that people whom I'm linked to, whom I have this feeling that, they are my soulmates, something or the other magical happens which tells me, well, your intuition is correct.
Yeah.
And you know what? Look at this.
Nice.
So this was one thing. Colors are also
Colors are
almost
almost
matching.
same.
So we are tuned and in sync. So it's really great how I met this young lady. She came to me in our fitness class, and I don't know something. We were drawn towards each other.
Yeah, I just loved your enthusiasm, and I always find it very exciting when I see someone who is so passionate about dancing because I love dancing a lot. So I felt it very amazing that someone at her age is like trying to match up with
Hey,
the
don't you
steps.
say at our age? I'm still young.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I just felt like she was trying to match up with the steps, even if
Correct. Correct.
sometimes they are so fast, but still she was trying to match up with those steps. After the class, I made it as a point to go to her and compliment her, and that's how we actually got into talking. And she, when I said that I'm a psychologist, she was like, "Really? Even I am into mental health," and
Yes.
that's how we got connected. So I think
So
we were meant to be.
I'm a psychotherapist, and yes, a life coach now, a leadership life and life coach. So it's really very interesting when I meet people like her and I listen to her story. So the topic today is creating your reality. So how do you create your reality is something that we're going to talk about, and we have a live example of somebody who's gone through everything, and it's really a wonder that she's alive today.
True.
Isn't it?
I would not deny that. I am a miracle child.
Yes.
I am a completely miracle child.
And I have two miracle children. Of course, I did not have to go through all the difficulties that she went through. Neither did my kids have to go through that. But I believe miracles happen to people who believe in them. So, are you one of those people who believe in miracles? Then please watch on. Yeah. So let's see how Shravya's journey has been.
Sure.
and how she reached a point where she decided to take in hypnotherapy.
All right. So, to begin with, why she said I'm a miracle child, I have been operated 4 times because I had meningitis. I was diagnosed with meningitis when I was, I guess, a month old. I fell sick one night when I was only 6 days old, and
Six
yeah,
days
six
old.
days old,
Oh my
31st
God.
of December 1995, when I was 6 days old.
My
And
God.
that's when I was rushed to the hospital, and I had fever and blah blah blah. To cut the long story short, I was diagnosed with it, and the doctors had said that ye nahi bachne wali. So
Hmm.
call her father already because he would want to see the child for the last time. And
Hmm.
almost everyone had given up because the doctors had said normal to nahi hogi. She will, even if she is saved, she will have some issue like ब्रेन का कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा, ड्रॉप हो जाएगी, मेंटली चैलेंज्ड होगी, बट देयर वुड बी सम इशू. Thankfully ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ, and that's when my case was a point of discussion in like a lot of other surgeons, that how did this miracle happen, how is she how is she a normal child. So that happened. Of course the doctors had said that maybe she won't be an excellent student in her studies, but other than that she would be a normal child. So, yeah, that was the medical history. After that, at the age of 4, then at the age of 6, and at the age of, I think, 7 was my last operation. So, I went through 4 to 5 operations of my brain. There are shunts in my brain. It is like, layman term में बोलूँ तो पाइप लगे हुए हैं, सर से स्टमक तक पाइप्स हैं,
Hmm.
so that the water that flows from my brain to the other parts of the body, there is no stoppage in it. So that's my story, medical history.
So,
After,
I mean, what exactly? I mean, is there an excess fluid that's happening
yeah,
in the head?
correct. The excess fluid used to actually bloat up my skin over here, and my skin used to blow up like this.
Oh, so then the extra this will come into your
Correct.
body parts.
Correct. So it used to actually fill it over here, and then my face used to be swollen and bloated like this. So
My God.
फिर उन लोग को पूरा ऑपरेशन करके literally that water had to be excreted out of my system. So it was a completely medical मिरेकल यू वुड कॉल इट, कि ये
Yeah.
इजी नहीं था ऑब्वियसली. 1 महीने के बच्चे का ब्रेन इतना सा होता है, उसके अंदर लिटरली आपको पूरा सुई धागे से पूरा
And
ठीक
this was
करना
at
उसको.
what age?
आई थिंक वन एंड हाफ 2 months आई वाज दैट.
2 months
Yeah,
में.
yeah, because there was no improvement, like legit no improvement in any of my medical conditions.
But
So
then when they put the tube inside and it goes inside your body, you're a small baby.
yeah, but then that's what, na, that's when miracle takes place.
And then when you grow,
द दैट इज माई डॉक्टर्स हैड सेड कि ड्वार्फ होगी बिकॉज इसकी हाइट एक हद तक ही बढ़ सकती है. इफ माई हाइट वुड हैव इंक्रीज, सो आफ्टर माई लास्ट ऑपरेशन एट द एज ऑफ 7, दैट वाज इन 2003.
and how many years duration you have to get operated?
एक्चुअली लगा था कि नहीं होगा,
Hmm.
बट देन अनफॉर्चुनेटली ये वाले साइड का, दैट इज द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड का ट्यूब ब्लॉक हो गया एट द एज ऑफ 4.
Hmm.
सो वो ब्लॉक हो गया. उसके बाद अगेन आई हैड टू गेट ऑपरेटेड. तो मुझे उस टाइम पे फिट्स वगैरह आते थे,
Hmm.
सीजर्स वगैरह आते थे, और मेरा सर बहुत दुखता था.
Hmm.
सो दैट इज व्हाट यूज्ड टू हैपन, एंड दैट्स व्हेन एवरीवन केम टू नो कि अच्छा ठीक है, वापस ऑपरेट करना पड़ेगा. देन दिस साइड का ऑपरेशन हुआ. यहाँ पे 2 ट्यूब्स डाले गए, फिर एक यहाँ पर से ट्यूब डाली गई. सो माय फैमिली टीजेस मी कि तेरे दिमाग में त्रिशूल है, तेरे सर में त्रिशूल है, बिकॉज 1 2 3 3 ट्यूब्स ऐसे. सो या.
So that's actually talking about you being Shiv and the combination of
ओ
Shiv,
बाप रे.
Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. The three trident.
Yeah.
If you go to see, so I think Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh has actually blessed her.
I completely agree. No wonder I take Shiva's name so much. Like all the time, I'm chanting Shiva's name.
And He has protected
Yeah,
you.
always,
He has
always,
destroyed all the evil that could fall upon you,
always.
and He has blessed you.
Completely, completely. I believe that is one of the reasons why I so believe in miracles, because so many incidents, छोटे छोटे incidents in a daily life also, which happen with you, are no less than a miracle.
Yes, I'm alive.
Yeah,
That's a
completely.
great miracle. We all are having roof over our heads. That's a miracle. We have food to eat. We have things to do. We have
Yes.
people to inspire. We have places to go. And we
I
have the
can read,
strength to do
right?
that.
I
I
can
can read,
read.
write. Yes. So if you consider these small, small miracles, I wanted to take time out right now. And if you have a book with you, at least write 5 things that you are
Grateful
grateful
for.
for. And meanwhile, I will call up those people who are missing this and not able to know how to connect it, because that's at the back of my mind. They are all waiting to have this session. So just take 2 minutes for yourself, grab a pen, a paper, and write down those 3 things that you're grateful for. Yes. Smriti is here. Smriti, thank you for joining in. She's come all the way from Ahmedabad and she is listening to this live session, and I'm sure it's going to give her a lot of input. So, Smriti, you can just put in what are those 3 things that you're grateful for. And that's how we will connect today. So I think the Zoom link not working and we going live through Zoom is actually changing and helping us to
True.
learn how to do live
Everything happens
live
for a
stream.
reason.
Yes, everything happens for a reason. Yeah. S- So once again, I request you to write down 3 things that you're grateful for in the chat. Yes, in the chat.
Is everyone able to connect now?
That's exactly what I'm trying to see. Full.
Welcome, Smriti.
Yes, Rituraj is joining as
Sure.
well and he's putting in his comments. So, all those who are watching, this is a part of the full talks. And well, full talks mean secrets of living a full life, where F stands for fearless, U stands for unstoppable, L stands for limitless, and L stands for loving.
How sweet.
So, we advocate the full life, that is a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. Yes. So Rituraj is saying, I'm happy that my body parts, each and every body part is proper.
That's so true. That's so true. This is one thing that I always wake up being grateful for. मतलब दिन कितना ही खराब जाए, but this one thing I'm always grateful for.
मेरे हाथ सही है, पैर सही है, नाक सही है, आँख सही है, कान सही है. What a wonderful thing, Rituraj. We need two more things to be written. Come on, put in your comments fast.
I'm sure more than two people are watching this.
They are. Thank you for the the auto person to drop me at the correct place. Yes, how many times do we say thank you to the auto person? You know, when you're traveling, I see many people, they just give the money and they move out. So I made it a practice of, telling them that whenever I give the money, I say, thank you, भैया, आपका दिन शुभ हो. सो मैंने इतनी बार बोला है लोगों को और रोज बोलती हूँ जब भी जाती हूँ और जब भी आती हूँ, पर आज तक सिर्फ एक ही इंसान ने मुझे बोला आपका भी दिन शुभ हो. सो मैंने ना एक दिन एक एक बंदे को पूछा, भैया मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ कि आपका दिन शुभ हो, तो आप मुझे भी बोलो ना कि मेरा दिन शुभ हो जाए. He started laughing. दिस इज हाउ वी मेक कनेक्शंस ना. और किसी का दिन अच्छा जाए तो अपने को भी अच्छा लगता है. एंड इट जस्ट टेक्स अ मैटर ऑफ 2 minutes. बाय द टाइम यू गेट डाउन from your auto rickshaw, you can say these words. So take out that extra time for those people who are working so hard, in their life, and maybe you can bring a smile to their face. That's the most that we can do. And that could be a bad day for him, and that might be a miracle. Your smile might be a miracle for them. So miracles happen to people who believe in them.
I'm happy that I have so many privileges. Thank you, Neelam.
Wow, super. When you speak about your privileges, can you specify, Neelam, what are those privileges that you have? So when you be very specific, na, you're giving gratitude to each and everything. So I once had a girl, she used to do advanced gratitude. She told me, what is it? She told me, I do advanced gratitude. I said, what is advanced gratitude? So she was in standard 10th. Her name is Shreya. And she told me that when she started preparing for a 10th standard in the beginning of the year in June, at that time, she said, I started with the practice of advanced gratitude. So I told my textbooks, thank you for being with me. I told my pen, thank you for being able to help me out. I told my, the future desk where I will be sitting to give my exams. Thank you for allowing me to sit here.
Awesome.
To my teachers and everything. And I said, this is such a wonderful concept. We're talking about a future goal being reached and saying thank you.
Right.
That's a wonderful technique that I felt. Gratitude is something that's going to bring you lot of abundance in your life, whether it is with respect to money, whether it is with respect to health, whether it is with respect to peace.
I agree.
Right?
The moment we start giving gratitude to the smallest things is when we give a chance for bigger things to come in our lives.
Exactly. Givers gain. So you give gratitude and you get a lot of abundance. Yes. Raju Bhai for making yummy food, lovely lunch and dinner, superb. Neeraj is very grateful that he met the love of his life at the right time. Wonderful, Neeraj. Awesome. Um, Neha, thank you. I'm a peaceful soul. Oh my God, that is so good. She's
nice.
grateful that she's a peaceful soul. Love you, Neha, for that. And I'm sure, you're being such a beautiful human being. Uska na dil bahut acha hai. She's one of my students at the personality development and professional development program.
Okay.
And she considered herself to be a peaceful soul. And she is another story of resilience.
Oh, really?
She is another story of resilience. And every time I fall sick or something happens to me, I think about her and say, The pain that she had was nothing compared to what I'm going through now. So don't I dare complain.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the first thing that you can do is to stop complaining.
Right.
Guys, if you're having a wonderful time and you are loving this session, please promise to me that you will never complain from now. And if you feel like complaining, if you are complaining 3 times, at least find 3 things for which you're grateful for. That's an
In
homework.
fact, find 5 things, not
Yeah, not
not only three, but
three.
5 things that you can be grateful for. Because I'm sure छोटी छोटी चीज तो आराम से मिल जाएंगी that you can be grateful for.
Right.
I have air conditioner in my home so I can sleep peacefully. I have made for work. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. See, in India, we can get maids. But if
Yeah.
you go abroad or something, now you have to do your entire work on your own. So I would say, like, I would love going abroad. But when it comes to housework, I like being in India.
One of the reasons that I am so resistant to not leave India.
One of the
Like,
reasons.
no.
Maid. इनके बिना हमारा कुछ नहीं
कुछ नहीं
होता
हो
है,
सकता है.
तो उनके लिए भी थैंक यू बोलना बहुत
Right.
ज़रूरी है. So I have wonderful mates at home and they are very nice, have been with me for the longest time. मेरे को कभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है उनके साथ में, and it's like the respect that you give them is what you get.
Hmm.
And they have been with me, they are very trustworthy and loyal. So that's the most important. When you know that somebody is contributing to you, it's our duty to ensure that we give them gratitude. And that's how we can be blessed, just as Shravya has been blessed. So let's continue your story. We started off with giving gratitude to allow abundance in our life. So miracles are created by small, small steps and small, small efforts. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई बस आंख बंद करके बोलो कि हमको कुछ चाहिए और आपके सामने आ जाएगा. हाँ, ये स्टेट भी आता है. अभी मुझे सिर्फ आंख बंद करना पड़ता है और मुझे मिल जाता है, पर उसके आगे बहुत सारा मेहनत है. लॉट ऑफ स्पिरिचुअल प्रैक्टिसेस आर देयर. Those practices also I will teach you. If you attend my live sessions every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on YouTube, right? And we will get such beautiful guests who are coming here. So tell me, Shravya, how was this journey for your mother? I have met her and I know she's such a great lady. How did she manage to go through so much of pain for you? See, हमको कुछ हो जाता है ना, हम हैंडल कर सकते हैं, बट हमारे बच्चे को कुछ हो जाता है, तो उस समय जो पेशेंस रखना चाहिए, जो धीरज रखना चाहिए, जो जो स्ट्रेंथ रखनी चाहिए, जो सपोर्ट चाहिए, वो बहुत बड़ा होता है. एंड वो हर कोई नहीं कर सकता है. सो थैंक यू मैम फॉर हैविंग डन ऑल दैट यू डिड. Shravya's mom, I'm so happy.
She's on live.
She's live.
Yeah, she's Neelam Kumar.
Yes, yes, Neelam. I'm so proud of you, the way you handled it. How was it for your mother?
She obviously, because I was only 6 days old, and when all of these things started, so obviously she was going through a postpartum, and she was only 23 years old when she had me.
My
So when
God.
she used to cry, like obviously because I was in that condition, and she used to cry a lot. My nani used to say, she used to say it in Marathi की ताई रडू नकोस एवढं 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 रडू नकोस वेडी होशील क्योंकि उस टाइम पे obviously there are so
Obviously,
many
yes.
hormonal changes that there are chances for women to go through a lot of stuff.
And especially
But
postpartum depression
yeah,
is very bad, very bad. I went through it myself
really.
for my second son time.
Okay, okay.
So I didn't know it was depression, but then it was really terrible. I just didn't know what I was doing because there was certain triggers for the same. And I used to hold my baby, but I would be lost. And my husband would say, where are you? Look at the baby, take care of the baby. But my mind would just go for a spin
No.
because there were so many things that was happening behind my back, which was not in my control. And then I just managed somehow to come out of it. And also, those things that happened during the pregnancy time had a lot of effect on my baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were certain issues because of which I used to cry in the evening between 5 to 7. It was a pattern. And then after my son was born, between 5 to 7, I don't know what used to happen to him. He would just start crying for no reason whatsoever. And then when I learned about psychotherapy, I became a psychotherapist. I realized that the emotions that the mother feels when the child is in the womb is absorbed by the child as it is, and it becomes a pattern.
Yeah, all of the things that the mother goes through post the pregnancy, even after the child, we say ना कि बच्चों को कौन सा समझ में आने वाला है या
हाँ,
उसको
सब कुछ समझ में आता है,
कौन
सब
सा
कुछ समझ
मेमोरी,
में आता है.
you know,
हाँ.
children start storing memories from the fourth day of the fourth month in the mother's womb.
And that is, I think, when the soul enters the body.
Right.
Correct.
Exactly.
ये प्रश्न को ढूंढने के लिए ना मैंने कितने साल बिताए. I even went to ISKCON and I asked those
Monks.
priests, monks there, okay, tell me, when does the soul enter the body? And that's when they told me it's in the fourth month.
Yeah.
And this fourth month, no, it also has a connection with your fingerprints. Yes. And the fingerprints start developing from the ninth week to the 13th week.
Oh.
So that's when the neurons are deposited in the 10 areas of your brain.
Right.
And depending upon the number of neurons in the brain, accordingly, it forms a strong area or a weak area. Anyway, that is off topic. I mean, how did your mother manage to come out of it?
She had, touchwood, she had a lot of family support. Like the entire family was together. And over here, I would, again, a story of miracle again. Rather a little sadder one, but it was like my Masi at that time was pregnant with her second baby.
Okay.
And I already have a Didi, and she was diagnosed with diabetes at the same time, and she was pregnant at that time. So she just prayed that I already have a child, so and it's my sister's first child, so it's okay if you don't give me the baby, but save her because it's my sister's first child. Unfortunately, the baby did not grow because she was diagnosed with diabetes only. The baby did not grow in her womb, and I got to life. So that's another miracle that happened.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, but this did happen. Even I was shocked.
So your Masi prayed for you.
Yeah, she
so
prayed
that she
for
could
me.
take care of you.
Yeah, and I always say that I'm only born to her, but I am actually your child because you gave up. Literally, she gave up her baby for me. So
My God, I can't believe this.
yeah,
Just imagine, somebody does not want to be a biological mother. I know the pain that I went through because I was not able to conceive for how many? 8 years.
oh my goodness.
That's why I have tears in my eyes now because to want a baby, for a woman to want a baby, and there's no other joy than having a baby. So for me also it was a miracle child, but I have shared my story on many forums, so right now I'm not sharing that. But to give up your own baby to take care of, I mean, it's love beyond everything.
That was love.
I mean,
That was too much love for her own sister. Too much love for
but
her own
wasn't
sister.
it was it fair for the little baby? Is
Unfortunately, her body also wasn't prepared. So मतलब वो बोलते हैं ना भगवान का टाइमिंग था कि उसको डायबिटीज देना एंड बिकॉज ऑफ डायबिटीज उसकी बॉडी में वो आई थिंक देयर वाज सम इशू विद हर यूट्रस दैट द baby couldn't grow, the baby couldn't find the right home.
so this is how you create your reality.
Completely.
She created the reality because she was not ready for having a baby, because she wanted to take care of this, so body naturally shrunk, or created some situation within her so that she would be free to take care of you.
Yeah. She has been there. She and my nanny have been there like pillars to my mom while we were growing up.
देखो, जिंदगी अगर किसी को मिलना है ना, तो वो कुछ भी होने दो, जाके राखे साई या मार सके ना कोई. सो जो डॉक्टर्स ने बोला कि ये जिंदा नहीं रह पाएगी ज़्यादा, और ये आज जिंदा है, और उसके लिए सब सर्कमस्टेंसेस वैसे हो गए कि उसकी हाइट भी उतनी हुई जितना उसको चाहिए था, ताकि वो अपने आप को हैंडल कर पाए.
Right.
And I'm so very inspired by you, and I'm so thankful that I'm having this privilege to interview you and take your
Thank you.
story to people. So all of you those who are watching, क्या आप लोग, आपको लगता है कि आज के बाद आपके लाइफ में अगर कुछ भी हुआ, कुछ भी गलत हुआ, तो क्या आपको कंप्लेन करने का हक है? मैं तो नहीं मानती कि मैं कभी भी कंप्लेन कर सकूंगी, क्योंकि जितनी भी डिफिकल्टीज थी, एक 4 दिन की लड़की,
छः
6 दिन की बच्ची ने जो पेन सहा, जिसमें से वो बाहर निकली, और उसके फैमिली मेंबर्स ने उसको जैसे सपोर्ट किया, उसको जो प्यार दिया, और जो भगवान ने जैसे कि ब्रह्मा विष्णु और महेश उसमें समाया हुआ है, शी मस्ट बी, एंड यू आर नॉट मस्ट बी, you are a very pure soul. Now let me know, like, since she's, the life has been gifted to her, she has become a gift to the world by being a hypnotherapist. So how did hypnotherapy come to you?
Hypnotherapy happened to me after I completed my grad and I was working with a counselor. And at that time, one of my friends was
You
going
did your
through.
psychology.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, my one of my friends was going through something, and she wanted a way out. Like, she was really looking for a way out. Then the therapist that I was working with, she just said, "Why don't you take her to this hypnotherapist?" And because our social media and our media in general, thanks to Ekta Kapoor for that, कि ऐसे वो हिप्नोथेरेपी को इतना बदनाम करके रखा है कि अगर हिप्नोसिस बोलते ही ऐसे टक 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 आ जाता है ऐसे दिमाग में कि हाय ये पूरा सब कुछ उगलवाएगी मेरे से, सारी सीक्रेट्स निकलवाएगी और वश में करेगी एंड एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. Guys, I don't do something like this. None of the hypnotherapists do something like this. We always are very careful and we first take your consent whether you want to go under hypnosis or no. More about hypnotherapy can be found on my YouTube channel as well because I've spoken a lot about it. Anyway, so my friend was like, you come along with me because I am nervous. I said, okay. That's when I met a hypnotherapist, Kavil Sidani. And I've been very intrigued by all of these, modalities. So past life regression, अच्छा ऐसा भी
क्या
होता
होता
है,
है?
हाँ.
हाँ.
That is how I became a tarot card reader also. So spiritual,
Okay.
मतलब spiritual healing somewhere always fascinated me a lot, and I always felt that I have some connection with it. Then I spoke to her and I said, if I want to learn, where do I go? And she gave me Dr. Rahul Datta's number. Dr. Rahul Datta came into my life and changed my life completely, I would say. So that's when my hypnotherapy journey started. I started learning hypnotherapy to learn past life regression.
Okay.
But उस दौरान मतलब past life regression came in level 4 और 5 levels होते हैं hypnotherapy के.
अच्छा.
तो 3 levels में जो मैं सीखी, it was I learned so much about this current life. हमारे current life में कहाँ से issues आ रहे हैं, मतलब उसका root cause तुम्हारे बचपन से है. Inner child healing, I learned inner child healing, and that's when it has become my favorite modality to practice on every client of mine till date, because all of your problems are related to your childhood.
Yes, very
All
true,
of
very
your
true.
problems are related to your childhood. All of your behaviors, all of your moods, all of your thought patterns, everything is related to your childhood. So I think that's when my
Okay,
journey
let's
started.
let's just take a pause here.
Sure.
And speak to the audience.
Yeah.
And ask them to note down on a piece of paper, what is that childhood memory, the sad childhood memory that you've had, any one such memory. So the next time that you come to class, I can take that up. One sad childhood memory that you've had. So that is a place where your inner child has been wounded.
Right.
And we need to heal that inner child. We think we have time will heal all wounds, but time does not heal all wounds. So a practical healing has to be done so that you enter into a space where you will allow yourself to come out. Yes. Yes.
She had attended my workshop. So I
Yes.
don't know her.
So if you remember, please note it down and get it to me and ensure that you make peace with that past person, that past you. And it's not a coincidence, but today only I happen to be reading one article on in LinkedIn, and they had shown the old, the younger self, appreciating the younger self. So they had made a video in which you had Michael. Dancer, what is his name?
Jackson.
Michael Jackson. So the younger version here of him and the older version of him. So it's showing that the older version of him is, hugging the younger one. So like that for Steve Jobs and all the celebrities. So it was so beautiful, and there people were sharing. So today I would like to take the same question. If you had to write a letter to your younger one, the younger version of yourself, what would you write? At least one sentence. All those who are watching, please write at least one sentence, that what would you tell the younger version of yourself. We'll start with Zara.
It just entered.
It's fine, take your
It's
time to
fine.
breathe.
So you can think about
So
it.
Neha, Smruti, what would be one advice or one thing that you would want to tell the younger Neha, or the younger Smruti, or the younger Neelam,
All
or
right.
Neeraj?
Thank you. I am fit, fine, and healthy. Neeraj
No,
is
this was a
saying,
previous one.
yeah. I'm grateful for my partner and I hustling to live peacefully with each other. Neha is saying, I'm great that people appreciate me everywhere. And I think Smriti wrote no when you said that, can you complain? Can you
Yeah,
now
so she said
complain?
no.
Yeah,
She
she said
said
no.
no.
That's very nice, Smriti.
So you know what? When I was small, now I had curly hair and I was very dark and I was called a nigger, and people would make fun of me. And I had this Sai Baba like hair, so they would say basket basket, or Sai Baba they would call, or they would call me Indira Gandhi. I thought Indira Gandhi is pretty good. But
True that.
otherwise, I would just want to, कि धरती खुल जाए और मैं
मैं
उसमें
समा
समा
जाऊं.
जाऊं. That was a kind of thing. So to that younger version of myself, I would say, you're beautiful just as the way that you were. You have sharp features, and I really love you. So, though I have not done the inner
Inner
child
child.
healing, earlier, after I became a psychotherapist, I understood and I did that. But a few days back, I literally saw that younger version of myself, that curly hair, and I said, the locks are so good. I look like Daisy Irani. There was this curly haired girl who used to come in the films and all. I looked like her, and I said, you're so beautiful. You had such lovely cheeks. I still have lovely cheeks, isn't it? Yeah, I have. Yeah. And I literally saw that girl, and there was a checkered dress, which my dad had given to me, and I loved it. And with that, I'd gone to this Gandhi Tekri at Burgli National Park, and I still remember that picture of mine. And I said, I want to hug you, yaar. This is after so many years that you're falling in love with yourself.
True.
And I have couples who come to me and say that, "Nee, things are not working out. We want a divorce and things like that." I said, Salit, sorry, तुम दोनों खुद को हील करो पहले और फिर रिलेशनशिप में आओ. So Neeraj, if I'm sure you have healed your inner child, नहीं तो you start triggering each other,
Yeah.
and that's when problems begin. So yes, Ruturaj, always be yourself. Do become Don't become a football of others. Wonderful input. Wonderful input. I'm so happy, Rituraj. You're understanding all these things. See, I told you, you are intelligent. Be what you are. Yes. And don't be ashamed of what you are.
True.
Don't be ashamed of what you are. Accept your authentic self. Amazing.
One thing that I would like to tell my inner child, that you don't need to match up to anyone else. You're good enough in whatever you
Ah.
do and whatever you are. You don't need to match up to anyone's standard, because वो कभी नहीं होने वाला. So you're worthy and you're good enough the way you
You
are.
know, today when Rituraj came to me, I just told him, this is one flower, okay? And this is another flower. So this is a mogra and this is a carnation. Can you tell me which is more beautiful?
They're both.
Both have their own beauty.
Both have their own beauty.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Both have their own beauty. I can in no way compare them. So each of us are unique and we cannot be compared. We are incomparable.
Right.
So it's wrong for a mother to say, no, look at your brother, he's doing so well. Why are you like this? Or for the father to say, Tum kya kar rahe ho? So I used to do a lot of workshops and I've done 396 workshops till date.
Wow.
So I remember one particular incident where I was at Vivek College of Commerce, where I was doing for SY BCom students. And then I said, like, you have dreams and you think you can become this and you can become that, and people laugh at you and say, what rubbish. Like, you remember the movie Chandu Champion?
Chandu Champion, yeah.
He's saying, मैं Olympics में जाएगा, and
Yeah.
everybody started laughing at him and saying, हंसो मत मुझ पे. So this was a state of a guy, like, he said, मैम आप तो बोलते हो आप कुछ चाहे वो कर सकते हो, ये सब हमारे बाप बाप तो बोलते हैं, हमारे पे विश्वास ही नहीं करते, बोलते तू क्या करेगा जिंदगी में आगे जाके, वड़ा पाव का रेहड़ी लगाएगा. Then I said, अरे भाई तुमको पता है क्या, मिठी बाई के बाहर जो वड़ा पाव का रेहड़ी लगता है, he is a billionaire now.
We all know that.
But so he could not come out of that identity of not being up to the mark because his parent had told him that you are good for nothing. So जो भी parents ये देख रहे हैं, whatever you tell your children becomes a satya vachan for them. So trust them and don't ever make any negative comments about them. होते हैं बदमाश बच्चे, पर सबके सामने क्यों बोलना है? ये तो आपके टेढ़े पर आपके है ना, टेढ़े पर मेरे है, right? So
Actually, they view themselves through the parents' vision.
yes, what lenses are you viewing yourself with,
Yeah.
and are those lenses qualified
Right.
to judge you?
Right.
Geo or Gine do. Wow, Neha, that was superb. Smriti has written, be what you are. Don't go according to people or what people say about you. You are what you are. Perfect, Smriti. She has come all the way from Ahmedabad to attend my classes. She'll be staying here for some time and attending the classes. So just imagine how important is personal development. And thankfully, they are all realizing what they can become by knowing, understanding, and accepting themselves. And that's what we are here for. This is Secrets of Living a Full Life every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we have this beautiful guest. She is none other than Shravya Kumar, the survivor, the fighter, the hypnotherapist. And yes, since you talked about hypnotherapist, it is and past life regression, it's a lot of stories.
Yeah.
So I want to know one such powerful case from you.
I think I would take myself only, because one of the stories that I realized that all of my stories. So I wasn't. I'm 28 years old, and every guy in my life has been someone who would kind of, uh, kind of flirt with me, give me a kind of hope, and then अचानक से the moment I would start developing feelings, he
दूर
would
चला
like
जाएगा.
back off.
हाँ.
And I used to not understand ये माजरा क्या है, क्या problem है, like is there something wrong with me?
Mm-hmm. And I think this is one of the common problems
Yes.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
many
yeah, yeah.
people. Huh.
Like I used to,
Very common.
Very
yeah,
common.
I started hypnotherapy when I was I started taking therapy and healing तो उस दौरान तो हो ही जाता था कि हम लोग एक दूसरे पे प्रैक्टिस करते थे।
करेक्ट।
तो दिस वाज बैक इन 2017 2018।
हम्म।
तो तब जब हमने स्टार्ट किया, मैं अगर कुछ डीप हीलिंग है तो मैं यही टॉपिक उठाती हूँ, प्रॉब्लम क्या है, मेरे
राइट।
में प्रॉब्लम है या क्या प्रॉब्लम एग्जैक्टली। एंड एवरी नाउ एंड देन the thing used to come up from my childhood,
हाँ।
like, okay, all of the times when I did not feel that I was good enough, all of the times when I used to feel worthless about myself कि हाँ ठीक है ना, पर मैं थोड़ी कर सकती हूँ, because everybody,
मैं थोड़ी ना इतनी अच्छी हूँ कि
हाँ,
कोई हीरो मुझसे प्रपोज करेगा।
एग्जैक्टली,
सुपर, आई हैव दिस टू।
या कि ऑब्वियसली ना ये तो मतलब क्यों ही होगा मेरे साथ, ये क्यों ही मेरे, why will a good guy like me?
Yeah,
तो
I'm
वो-
not enough. I'm not up to the mark.
I was that underconfident, shy, and timid girl always.
Yeah.
In school, I never used to approach people. When people used to come to me, I used to run away. But now I'm not like that. That's a different story.
Yeah.
I learned from my past a lot. So yeah,
This-
now I'm more confident.
True. Even I used to not talk. In fact, my mom is she's very enthusiastic, you know.
Ah.
She's very enthusiastic. She would talk to random people and she would ask addresses. And I'm still geographically challenged. I cannot remember roads.
One sec. To clear this part, all women are geographically challenged and
Oh.
men make fun out of it. So it's not just you or me. I'm sure Neha, Smruti, जगह पता चलता है कि आपको? Because I think Smruti just wrote down that thank God the rickshaw fellow brought me at the right place. मतलब I'm sure she's also geographically challenged. So this
Yeah.
geographical challenge is because our spatial imagination.
Neeraj is saying
which-
they are. I am definitely. I am definitely, because मुझे 50 बार एक ही रास्ते पे जाने के बावजूद मुझे नहीं समझ में आता, I'm still open, and I always thank the person who made Google Maps. It has
I
saved my
see.
life and how. So
But मुझे ऐसा है कि अब दुनिया में कहीं पे भी जाने को बोलो, I'll go and reach there. But don't ask me how. But it's a
Yeah.
great stress also for me.
in fact, till date, when the Swiggy guy calls me up कि मैडम कहाँ आना है, I am like, आसपास कोई होगा ना बिल्डिंग का वॉचमैन, उसको पूछो उसको पूछो कैसे आना है. आई एम नॉट गाइडिंग यू, बिकॉज एक तो आई लिव इन बांगो नगर विच इज लाइक अ मेज. जैसे मैं बोलूंगी आप कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे.
आप ले जाओ.
आप ले जाओ, आप किसी को पूछ लो.
So मुझे ये याद आ रहा है, for those of you who are having this problem, still challenged about it, if you have a good visual intelligence, I would say mark some landmark and capture that in your memory.
Right.
So I remember I was invited by Chetna Publications to do a project entire Maharashtra, to make all the teachers in various schools know about the concept of multiple intelligence. So multiple intelligence workshop was what I was doing. So I had to go for the meeting to their office, which is at a place somewhere in Cherny Road.
Okay.
And there this one thing I know कि गोमुख है वहां पे, और उधर जाएगा तो उनका वो गली चालू होएगा, फिर आई विल बी एबल टू फाइंड आउट. सो आई एम सर्चिंग. Suddenly I was going right and my legs turned left. So I said यहाँ पे रुका, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. That is not the right way. Though people are telling me यहाँ पे है, but my legs turned and it went to the right. And I said कुछ तो है. Then I looked up and I saw that Gomukh. I said wow, I reached the right place. So you can capture landmarks. And not only that, if you have gone any place once, your muscle memory will take you there. Another example I remember is when I was in Nilshi. Nilshi is a place where YMCA conducts camps. So I was invited there, and it's again like a maze, and it's a huge place where the rooms are in the basement. So वो basement में हम लोग चले गए, and उधर से ऊपर आएंगे ना तो everything looks like किधर से क्या जाने का कुछ मालूम नहीं है. So there's no defined path. So ऐसा hill है, फिर उसके उधर से नीचे जाने का. So we had gone for the adventure where you have to move the ladders. वो swinging ladders होते हैं ना, उसके ऊपर पैर रख के जाने का है. So I did not know this was there and worn a dress. So they said नहीं तुम जाओ, pants पहन के आओ. So after wearing pants I came back. I said अभी रास्ता किधर है, मालूम ही नहीं है क्या करने का. बट आई हैड टू रीच इन टाइम, नहीं तो मेरे को मिलता नहीं वो चांस क्या अक्षय कुमार बनने का. बट मैंने किया वो. एंड आई जस्ट स्टार्टेड रनिंग and I reached the spot. I don't know how I reached it, but I reached. So that's when I realized that your muscle memory, you may not remember, but your body remembers. I think Neha, you had that experience of, you think you've forgotten certain traumas and you're done and dusted with it. But a time comes when you remember it. Matlab, your body remembers it. And you don't know why you're getting anxious about something. So the body never forgets. The body remembers. And then when you're able to recollect that same incident, if it's a bad incident, say it's okay. And I think that's when inner child healing is required.
राइट. हिप्नोथेरेपी में भी ऐसे ही होता है कि आप वी आर नॉट मैजिशियंस की अचानक से वो मेमोरी ही चली जाएगी कि ऐसी जादू की छड़ी घुमाएंगे और वो मेमोरी चली जाएगी कि दर्द ना हो. आपको फिर भी वो चीज याद रहेगी बट वो पेन नहीं फील होगा. वी डिटैच द पेन फ्रॉम दैट इंसिडेंट. वो पेन को निकाल देंगे बट वो इंसिडेंट बस इंसिडेंट बन के रह जाएगा. अभी जो वो इमोशन फील हो रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ट्रॉमा और द पेन दैट यू वेंट थ्रू व्हेन दैट इंसिडेंट हैपेंड, वो बंद हो जाएगा थ्रू हिप्नोथेरेपी. सो या
similar with phobias when we give exposure therapy or trauma therapy and desensitization.
Correct.
So those things are talking about the same thing.
correct.
You reduce the emotion, you reduce the
Intensity of it.
Correct.
intensity of it, but you remember.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So the person whose voice you are hearing, she's going to be coming as a guest in one of our sessions. She's Zara, and I'm so thrilled to have her as well. She's just able to feel that overwhelming sensation. But yes, I will definitely bringing interesting people to you on secrets of living a full life, a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. So we come back to Shravya. And Shravya, ये जो चीज था आपके अंदर, so when you did your past life regression, you realized that it is related to your childhood. So can you be a little specific about what childhood memories was blocking you?
Every time that I would score less, and there would be, my parents would get affected. Especially letting down my mom would really be like, oh my god, I'm letting her down. That would impact me too much. That oh my god, because I always viewed myself through her lenses. So letting her down.
So मम्मी ने अच्छी है बोला तो अच्छी हूँ.
हाँ, करेक्ट. बट मैं अच्छी हूँ ये कॉन्फिडेंस था ही नहीं. So one of the things, of course, there were many other incidents that came up. कि एक बार my principal, okay, so teachers, if any teachers are there, please never tell a child that they cannot do something. तू नालायक है, निकम्मा है, तू कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. Please never say that to a child because it impacts their life. And how there was this one, I don't remember, कुछ ऐसे वो competition type ये था. And I was young. So my principal, I went to fill the form and excitedly because the principal announced कि कर सकते हो आप. So I went. And the moment she saw me, she was like, oh, you cannot do it. You go back to your class.
Oh God.
Really? And I came back home crying. And unfortunately, I did not get the best response from my parents as well. Like, हाँ तो मतलब there has to be something ना. There has to be something because she said, because she's obviously experienced, she's a teacher and she's your principal for heaven's sake. So she must have some logic to it. And I was like, okay, so yeah, I can't do anything in life. So that was one of the memories that came up, and such many such memories came up. And
so your mind will give you proof as to why you're not worthy of something.
Three times. An incident has to happen 3 times, like we say.
अच्छा.
For you to believe a certain thing. कि मतलब पहली बार हुआ एक इंसिडेंट, दूसरी बार हुआ तो पहला वाला उठ के बोलेगा, देख मैंने बोला था ये हुआ है,
यही होने वाला है.
एंड थर्ड टाइम जब होता है तब ये दोनों आ जाते हैं. मान क्यों नहीं लेता कि नहीं ही होने वाला तेरे से.
तो वो लेयर बाय लेयर सीमेंट हो जाता है एंड दैट बिकम्स अ पावरफुल बिलीफ.
करेक्ट.
सो जब तक वो बिलीफ नहीं जाएगा ना तब तक हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. एंड यू विल ओनली डू थिंग्स एज पर योर बिलीफ.
True.
So now that we know this beautiful concept, that if you want, you can create whatever you want.
Right.
Like she created the life for herself, and she is becoming a gift to the world because the world gifted her this life, right? And you can create whatever you want. आप जो चाहते हो आप पा सकते हो, बट आपको जैसे बोला लेयर बाय लेयर अगर कुछ अंदर चला गया है और वो सही नहीं है, जैसे ऋतुराज में आज बोल रही थी कि एक बल्ब आपने डाल दिया, वो थोड़ी दिन के बाद बिगड़ जाता है, फिर आप दूसरा बल्ब डालते हो, वो भी बिगड़ जाता है, तो प्रॉब्लम बल्ब में नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम वायरिंग में है। तो हम जो करते हैं ये आपका पूरा वायरिंग चेंज करते हैं, whether it is hypnotherapy, whether it is psychology, psychiatry, whether it is psychotherapy, whatever it is, what we do is help you to get connected to your own self.
Yeah, I recently saw an interview of Ranbir Kapoor. He mentioned that I went for therapy and my therapist was
Yes.
telling me how to manipulate life. We don't do such things.
Yes.
We don't do such things. I mean, manipulating life as in what? Exactly. We teach you the right tools to look at a situation differently. That's all we do. That's not
No, in
manipulate.
layman's words, that is manipulation. तुमको जैसे देखना है तुम वैसे देखते हो.
Yeah.
So they feel it is manipulation, but manipulation is a very negative word.
Yeah.
So we don't manipulate things.
Right.
We help you to look at things in a better
Different
perspective.
way. Right.
Better
right.
perspective.
That can help you live your life in a better
Yes.
understanding or a better way. That doesn't mean that we are training you to do something wrong or do something bizarre, but we really train you to lead a happier life. So please don't listen to that interview.
Correct.
I would suggest because we don't train your mind in the negative sense for sure.
Okay. So during the process of hypnotherapy, you
Yeah.
said these things came up.
Right.
And how were you able to detach that and say that, yeah, I'm a heroine. I deserve a hero.
Yeah, this happened when I started my own therapy sessions, like proper therapy sessions back in 2020. Even like you mentioned, body image issues, I had them.
Mm.
And my therapist, I just went to my therapist one day and I said, I hate my body. I can't look at myself in the mirror and I hate my body. My therapist just looked at me like this, like literally like this, and was like, have you looked at yourself in the mirror? I said, yeah, that's why I'm saying that I hate my body. She's like, are you crazy? Have you? Then she said, your body. Have you seen Tollywood heroines? I said, yeah. They have a flabby stomach. They have big boobs. They have a big ass. And still they find themselves so sexy. What is wrong with you? And I just said, but people around me make fun of me. They always talk about my body very negatively. So she said, what do you want to be called? Then I started thinking. I think I have wanted to love myself
Yes.
the way I am. But again, societal conditioning ना आपको इतना ज़्यादा ब्लाइंड साइड कर देती है ना कि आप मजबूर हो जाते हो कि ओके मे बी
बिलीव करने के लिए.
हाँ. Like I remember once मैंने ब्लॉग लिखा था बहुत पहले about body positivity and my father just immediately commented, तुमने लिखा ठीक है लेकिन ये रियल लाइफ में एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. Because I had mentioned Bharti Singh, I had mentioned some other women as well, and he immediately said, "Acha, because you don't want to lose weight and you're lazy,
That's why
is
you're
why."
writing it. No, it's not that.
So basically वो वाला था. So I wanted to love my body, but conditioning ऐसा हो गया था कि you need to be thin to attract a good guy. Basically,
Yeah.
to attract a good guy. I was like, if a guy has to like me, he has to like me the way I am.
And you know, after some time, I think the body and the face and the hair and the physical charm just wears out.
I agree. And how?
See, I remember, I don't know, I have studied this. There was one chapter in which this girl, she goes around saying, my mother is the most beautiful person in the world. My mother is the most beautiful person in the world. And aren't our mothers the most beautiful people for
Absolutely.
us? However they look at, but you fall in love with a person, not that person's appearance or what that person is.
Hmm.
So we all had this issues of, I was 40 before my marriage, and after marriage I became 55. 15 kilo बढ़ गई, and now I'm much more than that. Of course, I'm going to reduce next time that I'm going to have that.
Done.
I'm going to reduce.
We're
Thanks
going
to
to do
fifth
Zumba.
gear, thanks to fifth gear studio, that I'm being able to come back to my shape. Not because I want to impress somebody, because वो जमाना चला गया.
No, actually, you can still.
I can still, yes, yes. So it's about accepting yourself completely the way you are.
Right.
If you were your friend, would you not tell her that you are just beautiful the way you are? So if you are your own friend, I want everybody commenting there, I am beautiful, I am handsome just the way I am. I want everybody writing it right now, because when you're writing it there, you're writing it here.
Right.
And if you're writing it here, the world will see you that way.
And I really want everyone to please, please, please write this down. I am beautiful the way I am. I don't need to go through some things to look a certain way. You don't
Correct.
need to match up to anybody because you're beautiful the way you are. You are handsome the way you are. You're very
Exactly.
appealing to the people who love you,
Who matter?
who matter.
Yes.
Absolutely, who matter.
Who matter. And
We
those
are
who,
waiting.
there was this quote, now, which says, those who mind will not matter,
Hmm.
and those who
Matter will not
Matter will
mind.
not mind.
those who matter will not mind.
Mind. Right.
Right?
True.
So please write there.
Hmm.
Smruti, Neha, Neeraj, Neelam, Ruturaj, please write there. I am beautiful the way I am. I am awesome the way I am. I am handsome the way I am. And well, we have come to the end of the session, and it was a great day today,
Yes, it was.
meeting you and having this live chat with you. And I'm sure everybody who's watching, this is Secrets of Living a Full Life. And we are doing a segment called as Creating Your Reality. Just as Shravya has created her own reality, I have created my reality. We are every moment creating our reality, whether we are aware or not aware. So, why can't we think consciously? Yay, that's great, Rituraj. I am handsome the way I am. Superb.
Neeraj and Rituraj,
Neeraj,
good job,
love
guys.
you.
Good job.
Superb. So, I am beautiful the way I am. I'm handsome the way I am. At least 21 times in a day, you have to tell yourself, and that is what you're going to radiate. And when you're going to radiate that, that's what people are going to see. Because आपको लगता है कि सामने वाला जो बोलता है ना, वो ही सही है,
सत्य वचन.
सत्य वचन है. बट सामने वाले को बोलने के लिए आपने क्या किया है? आपने वो रिफ्लेक्ट किया है.
Right.
So if you think your outer world is bad, then check inside. You don't have to sort anything outside. You have to sort things within you. So अगर अंदर का माहौल अच्छा है, तो बाहर का माहौल अच्छा होगा. That is why we say hurt people hurt people.
True. And to add to the therapy wala story, how I started looking at myself differently was when my therapy started, and this incident happened when my therapist was like, "What do you want to be called?" I said, "I want to be called as sexy and curvy." She said, "Say it to yourself." And I closed my
sexy and I curvy and I know it.
yeah, completely. And she was like, "Say it." And I closed my eyes and I started saying it loudly. Cut to 2 months later, I had worn like a normal top and a pant, and my sister, who would usually not do that because she has been like kind of not judgmental, but she always had a comment on my body. But she looked at me and she was like, "पतली हो गई, अच्छी लग रही है." And I was like, "Say what?"
200 ग्राम भी कम नहीं हुआ है, पर तुमको लग रहा है.
And the other cousin said she's looking curvy, and it was like, are you kidding me? Like, seriously? So the moment your inner world changes, the world around you changes. That's like a live example over here is telling you, please don't demean yourself in any way, because you are genuinely perfect the way you are.
Yes. I'm perfect the way I am. And I'm thankful to everyone in my life for seeing the beauty within me.
Absolutely.
Yes. You all have a light within you which the world should see. And until you believe in that light, nobody's going to believe in it. Because you radiate what you think, feel, and act. So think, feel, and act consciously, deciding that you are the best. Fall in love with yourself before you fall in love with others. First, fall in love with yourself and radiate that love to others. Let you be a person who inspires others just by being yourself. You don't have to do any great thing to inspire people. Just be yourself, enjoy every moment, and fill every moment with life. जैसे जिंदगी को जिंदगी से भर दो, हर लम्हे को जिंदगी से भर दो. So you definitely will be able to live the life that you want and create your own reality.
Don't wait for something good to happen for you to be
Yes.
happy.
Yes,
Every moment can be a miracle if you choose to look at it that way.
correct. Every moment is a miracle.
Yeah.
Is a miracle, and it is a miracle that we all are meeting here today.
Right.
And we're sharing this beautiful talk with all of you beautiful people. So never ever put yourself down. If
Please
somebody
don't.
says something bad to you, say, I'm too good and too much in love with myself to be hurt by your words. Say that.
Yeah.
Write it down. Write it down in the chair.
Can we write it down?
Yes, why not? I'm too good and beautiful to be hurt by your words. And my weight is perfect. Wonderful.
Oh, I am continuously typing, but type हो ही नहीं रहा था.
हाँ नहीं हाँ हो रहा है हो रहा है हो रहा है. I'm too good to be hurt by your words. Beautiful and good to be hurt by your words.
So it's like a mantra that we are giving you today, a takeaway. So please 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 अगर बोल्ड लेटर्स में लिख सकते हो, अपने फोन में स्क्रीन सेवर, लॉक सेवर जो भी है वो लगा सकते हो. बट अगर इफ यू गोइंग थ्रू समथिंग लाइक दिस ऑन अ डेली बेसिस, इट इज द बेस्ट वे to remind yourself, because we are on our phones constantly. So one way to remind yourself that is keeping a log saver on your phone. I am worthy, I am beautiful, I am sexy, I'm charming, whatever you want to be felt like.
Exactly. So in case any of you are having sleep issues,
Right.
कि मुझे नींद नहीं आती, या you have overthinking, you want to think only na. So why not keep on repeating what is written there?
True.
Till you fall asleep.
Right.
So that you put your mind onto just one thought instead of the 100 thought that it goes.
Right.
If it goes right, you bring it back and say, I'm too good and too beautiful and too much enough for myself. And keep on saying that. I keep counting on my fingers. If I don't get sleep, I keep counting on my fingers. Think I'm fantastic, I'm awesome, I'm fantastic, I'm awesome, I'm fantastic, I'm awesome for 21 times. And still, if I'm not getting sleep, then another 21 times.
Right.
And this just goes on, and I don't know when I'm going to sleep. So it just happens naturally. So this is what you can do. If your mind goes elsewhere and starts getting into a web of thoughts, start the simple practice of pause. I'm writing something here. So that is STOP. So can you see it written there, STOP or PAUSE? So even 1 minute, if you can focus on that PAUSE, that thoughts, the plethora of thoughts would, have a pause. So then you'll be able to pick and choose what you want to put there. Think before you think what you want to think, because if you don't think what you want to think, then you will think what others are thinking, and their reality will become your reality. So if you want to create your reality, सोचने से पहले ये सोचो कि आपको क्या सोचना है, क्योंकि अगर आपने नहीं सोचा तो आप उनकी सोच लोगे जो आपके आसपास है, और उनकी रियलिटी आपकी रियलिटी होगी. तो सोचने से पहले आप सोचो कि आपको क्या सोचना है. और जब हम जानबूझ के ये सोचेंगे कि हमको यही सोचना है, तब हम हमारी रियलिटी क्रिएट करेंगे. जैसे आपने बोला आई एम सेक्सी एंड कर्वी, आपने सोचा,
Right.
आप आगे गए, यू आर रिफ्लेक्टिंग दैट. सामने वाले ने वही सेंटेंस बोला.
Exactly.
सो अगर आपको कोई गलत वर्ड्स यूज कर रहे हैं, मतलब वो कहीं ना कहीं आपके ऑरा में है,
Right.
तो उसको निकाल देना है। एंड कीप योर ऑरा फ्री ऑफ ऑल नेगेटिविटी बाय पुटिंग, थिंकिंग, फीलिंग एंड एक्टिंग पॉजिटिव।
Right.
Stay blessed. This is Biji Tushar, Leadership Development Catalyst, signing off for now. And I'm sure you've enjoyed this session as much as we did.
We did. We
And,
did. Thank you
and I
so
thank
much
you
for
so much.
inviting me.
This is a small
Oh,
gift
that's so sweet of you. Thank you so
for
much.
you.
Thank you so
God
much. Thank
bless.
you. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
inviting me. It was a pleasure. And thank you all for joining in. It was amazing talking and interacting with every one of you. Get in touch with her, with me. If at all we can help you out in any way, we
Yes.
would be blessed.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much for
much.
being there and listening to us, writing in the comments. I think this is my first live where I've got so many comments.
Really?
Yes.
That's so nice. I feel blessed.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shravya.
Thank you so much.
And yes, we meet again next Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Secrets of Living a Full Life. So, a full life is a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. So, be fearless, be unstoppable, be limitless, and be loving.
Thank
Stay
you so
blessed,
much,
and
guys.
thank you. I win when you win.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, YouTube, for giving me this opportunity.
End.
End. Okay. Wow.